short video, I'm just going to show you how to convert an image to black and white, and how you should always ignore the default setting. So I have an image up here, which is a scan of some flowers, and I'm going to open that image in Photoshop. Okay, right, so as is always the way with Photoshop, there is always more than one way of doing everything that you want to do, and actually I would encourage you to find your own way of doing it. I can show you how I would do it, and I'll show you the most obvious way, but by all means feel free to adapt what I show you and find your own way of doing it. So if I want to make this black and white, if I go to Image and Adjustments, there are a couple of options here. So for example, we have got saturation, and I could actually take the saturation right down, which effectively means take the colour out of it and therefore turn it black and white. I could use, wherever it is, desaturate, which effectively does the same thing. The problem with both of those is you lack a degree of control. So the most obvious one is to actually go to black and white. When I click on black and white, this toolbox would come up. Now the temptation quite frequently is for people to go, yep, that's black and white, I'll take it, okay? The problem with that is they are taking Photoshop's version of black and white. It is just making the change for you without giving you any control. What you actually have here is some ability to control the image. It seems a little bit odd that when we're talking about black and white, we're looking at what we call colour channels here. So you're looking at reds and yellows and greens and so on and so forth. But think of the colours that these would have been when the image was in colour. So you can see here there's an awful lot of yellow and yellowish in this image. So if I was to move my yellow slider, you can see I can actually change what black and white looks like. Now it might be that to just take what Photoshop gives me means that I'm perhaps accepting an image that looks a little bit flat. Maybe by reducing this down slightly, I start to see a little bit more contrast coming into the images here. And maybe I start to think, yeah, I'm happy with that. I can also add some darken the black down. I can make it lighter. I can start to take this down. And by doing that, what I'm actually doing is creating my version of a black and white image. I'm taking much more control, and I am ensuring that my image looks exactly the way I want it to. And then I just press OK.